Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Natan Verhovsky, your host with the most. You are on the frequency of abundance. Thank you so much for joining us. In case the microphone wasn't working before, I thought I'd give you a quick little restart just to make sure that everybody is with us in Copaesthetic. It is so important not to miss any of this. We're here in a happy, happy place. Now, we've got captivating talks 7 days a week. You see the ticker tape. I'm putting in the chat contact information. So here you go. And if you need anything, this is where I want you to know it's a safe place. So you can always pop in, you can always ask questions, you can always get interactive with the show. We're on season 5. We're two-thirds of the way through, and this is the first season that we're going to be adding wonderful interviews with incredible people at the end. I wanted to make sure that you knew that we didn't want to change the format. I love the one-on-one with everybody, and I have such incredible people in my life that I want to introduce you to, so I'm like, how the heck do I do that? At the end of every season, when we binge watch 3 episodes a day, I'll be sprinkling in interviews with incredible people. This season actually starts with my good friend Alama Tantrapa, and he is a global resilience master, as well as a Tai Chi and Qigong master, among other things. And he has the Resilience Center in Denmark. And at the Global Resilience Summit, where we're really looking at about 10,000 people last year virtually showed up, huge stage, huge names, big, big, big people. I'm blessed enough to get to stay and play on there. So if you wanted to come, it's obviously for free. Everything we do is. We're not-for-profit backed. So Allura Creative Agency is the incredible source that gives us the freedom and backing in order to do all of this. Let's take a minute. And if it's something that makes sense to you, if you're looking at saying, I wanted to reach out to some more people that are in, or maybe even a little out of my normal category league, I don't want my regular people. I want to hunt whales. I want to go after the big fish. I want to really, really know what it's like to sprinkle 3, 4 incredible clients this year into my mix that's already pretty incredible. Take a look. Let me know.
I'm sure you've heard the news. There's a game-changing PR house in town. At Allura Creative Agency, we specialize in bringing visionaries together. As the first and only not-for-profit public relations house, we offer exclusive, invitation-only events tailored for C-suite leaders, executives, professionals, and founders. Imagine this, you co-hosting an event alongside top industry leaders, seamlessly connecting with your ideal clients. Our done-for-you approach means we handle everything, from getting butts in seats to your co-host, personally introducing you and your unique offer. Founded during the global lockdown, Allura was born out of a commitment to empower coaches, healers, and experts. Today, we continue that mission by providing a platform for you to shine and expand your influence. Join our exclusive community and experience the power of authentic connection. Discover how Allura Creative Agency can elevate your brand and help you unlock your full potential. Curious? Book a time to speak with us today and step into a world of endless opportunities. Allura Creative Agency, elevating brands and inspiring leaders. Won't you join us today?
Love to have you join us. That's where we put a spotlight on you and increase visibility, increase credibility, and give you a global audience. If you're at that stage where you already spent time and money on brand, you might want to come play with that. It's the highest, most wonderful thing we can possibly do. Now, on today's episode, we are popping in and we're doing energy and authenticity, living in radical alignment. So if you're tired of performing, if you're ready to just be and thrive because of it, that's today. Energy and authenticity. Now, where we were coming from at the beginning of the week, we started off on Motivational Mondays with Emotional Intelligence for Energy Mastery. Transformational Tuesday was aligning your environment, creating spaces that amplify your intention. Winning Wednesday was advanced mindset shifts, transform resistance into flow. Thriving Thursday, that was yesterday, special episode, cultivating your intuition, trusting your inner GPS. And if you watch the episode, you know why it's special. If you don't, I invite you to. And then put it in a comment, put in a like, put in a share. Let me know why it was special. Today, Fearless Friday. Whew, discovering how to fully be you is the ultimate energy unlock. And that's energy and authenticity. So, as we get cracking into living in authenticity, I would like to get the party started. We know who our corporate sponsor is. They're the ones that take care of all of this. Why are we doing all of this? Is because we wanted to give. And I didn't know what the best way to do it is. I've been an elite energy coach for 30 years. I've been playing in this with about 15,000 people. So there's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot to cover. Season 1 was personal development. Season 2, relationships, communication. Season 3, business fundamentals. I run a huge agency. So I have ways to help and play and knowledge and skills to give that I wanted to just share. Season 4 was amazing. That was abundance. And now in season 5, we're dealing with energy. You finally went through all the prep, groundwork, and fundamentals. Now as an elite energy coach, now you get to play into my world. So let's look at the performance trap. Let's look at ways that you are inauthentic without knowing it. You used to say yes just to please, even when your gut screamed no. And I invite you to think that what if the version of you that had been hiding is really the most powerful one, all along? Today we're going to step into that space of authentic power. Going to unlock the energy that comes from just being you. Can't get easier than that, and I think we're trying a little too hard. If we're looking at the cost, like the energetic cost of inauthenticity, oh my goodness, it's huge. You're looking at pretending. Pretending's expensive. Energetically, emotionally, spiritually. Talk about energy leaks. How pretending, pleasing, or conforming, those wear you out. They go against your natural alignment. And it's like having a hip or a knee or an ankle or any part of your body out of alignment. The rest of your body's going to try to compensate. It's not well. It's not good. It doesn't look pretty. It doesn't work well. So signs that you're out of alignment. Well, fatigue, anxiety, irritability, imposter syndrome. I joke and say there's no such thing as imposter syndrome. If you're in a hospital and you're wearing the white long gown and you got the stethoscope and the little name tag and you look down and if that's your name, I don't care how you feel, you're a doctor. You literally deserve to be there. That's you. Own it. And if you look down and that's not your name, that's not imposter syndrome either. That's fraud. You stole somebody else's jacket. Get out of the hospital before they arrest you. Stop playing doctor. So there's no such thing. First, exercise. Let's look at an energy leak inventory. I want you to write down 5 things that you do regularly that drain you, even if you're good at them. That's the problem. We get good at the stuff we don't want to do and shouldn't do and can't keep on sustainably doing, but we get so good at it. I want you to write down the 5 things you do regularly that drain you, even if you're good at it. I had a client who was a high-end coach, and he said, okay, I wanted to, do more group workshops and have some group activities, and I want group coaching. And I'm like, I've been with you for 10 minutes, and I can tell already that you're an introvert. Doesn't this cause you anxiety? He's like, oh my God, Natan, you don't know. 3 hours after I meet with people, I have to just detox afterwards because I'm so wound up. I'm like, so then why would you want more of that? Why would you? Well, it's all I know for the last 25 years. I'm really good at it. It's how I paid the rent and keep the lights on. I'm like, I hear you. But even if you're really good at it, these are 5 things that drain you. So it happens to all of us, even at the highest levels. Write those 5 down and then ask, who am I doing this for? It's not serving you, so you're clearly not doing it for you. Who am I doing this for? What would it feel like to let it go? Who am I doing this for? What would it feel like to let it go? Ask that of each of the 5 things that you just wrote down. If you're having a hard time, if you're slipping and tripping and it's a little bit slippery, okay, a little quick reset practice. Pause. Breath. Where am I not being honest with myself right now? Where am I not being honest with myself right now? Now, let's look, now that we've identified where some of those are popping in from and coming in from. Oh, wonderful. Good morning. Welcome, April. Nice to see you. Thank you, thank you. Lovely to see you. So let's pop in on segment 2. We're going to look at spotting misalignments in real time. Misalignment feels like friction. Alignment feels like flow. Discussing those different ways that people can follow those inherited expectations, sometimes from family, sometimes from society, from culture, from social media. There's a lot of inherited expectations. So, how do we recognize when you're out of your lane? You're saying yes when you mean no. You're feeling resentful after making commitments. You're, I don't want to do that, but damn it, I had to say yes. You're needing external validation just to feel okay. So let's do a truth check-in. Every morning for 1 week, ask, what would radically honesty look like today? What would radical honesty look like today? And it's not critical. A lot of people are like, I don't want to be radically honest. That's just, you're fat, ugly, lazy, stupid, slow, broke, poor, whatever it is. You're like, that's not honest. That's a negative version. Honesty is truth, and truth is neutral. It is what it is. It's neither here nor there. Radical honesty is not honesty that is more poignant, like knives that are poking you. Radical honesty is honesty that thrives inside, making you want to go do that thing. That the honesty isn't just, oh, that's true. At the end of hearing that honesty, you want to go do something about it. That's radical honesty. It makes you move. So where can I make just one more aligned choice today? One. If, for whatever reason, you're not feeling that you've got the strength, that you've got the ability, that you've got all the energy that you need in order to muster up the strength to go, well, then I would like to invite you to come play in our sandbox. We have multiple ways to rise up. There's a wonderful group, personal wellness retreat. My beautiful wife and I of 30 years, she's a subtle energy guide. I'm an elite energy coach. So the complete yin yang. I'll do mental, physical, and emotional drills. She'll do intuition, Reiki, astrology, numerology, tarot. And so together, it's one heck of a personal wellness retreat. It's complimentary. If you wanted to come and stay and play and do all the other things, it's a dozen of my friends from all over the world coming to stay and play. Let me give you a quick 1-minute invite. And if it resonates with you, oh goodness, we'd love to have it to you. It's virtual, so it's available for you whenever you need.
If you don't like mundane routines but still want to grow, then this online virtual retreat is your golden ticket. Imagine rejuvenating your mind, body, and spirit while connecting with a tribe of like-minded healers, coaches, and experts. At the Personal Wellness Retreat, we believe in the power of holistic growth, where personal wellness meets professional development. Our retreat offers flexible packages designed to fit your needs and budget. From free access all the way to premium mastermind workshops, every tier is packed with value. Experience dynamic coaching sessions, guided subtle energy activities, masterminds, hot seats, and invaluable networking opportunities, all from the convenience of your home. Escape the ordinary and embrace your extraordinary potential. Ready to rise with us? Click the link below to register and secure your spot today. Invest in yourself, elevate your impact, and transform your life. Your journey to wellness and success starts here. Join the ultimate wellness retreat for healers and coaches because you deserve to thrive.
I love that, and I believe you deserve to thrive every day, every way. And I want you to expand in all ways, always. So, let's peek-a-boo and let's do a little bit more. Let's look at segment 3. If we were to reclaim your authentic energy, I would say a wisdom nugget would be that authenticity is an energy amplifier. It doesn't drain. It charges you. When you're living authentically, when you're standing in your radical alignment, when you're in direct connection and power of source, you feel light and effortless because you're charged. So when you're true to yourself, it becomes a magnetic frequency. When you show up aligned, others trust, resonate, and connect more deeply. So let's do an identity reclamation. Ask yourself, who would I be if I didn't need to impress anyone? Ask yourself, what do I secretly love but hide? Ask yourself, where am I already showing up fully as me? And take a moment and think about that. I got my Greek mountain tea, got the little throat going, feeling good. I want you to look at a mini challenge for yourself. Post one thing this week that reflects your truth. Whether it's an unpopular opinion, whether it's a story, even your creative work. 1, be vulnerable, be brave, be bold. You can share it with your group, share it with my group. I've got tens of thousands of peeps all around that want to stay and play and help because they know that the tide rises all boats. Post one thing that reflects your truth. Now, if you're here, if you're staying and playing, if you're having fun, I'm so happy that you found some value for you. A lot of people are here to give stuff for others. I'm like, you got to put your mask on first. Let's get you good with you. Then you can help family and friends and peers and loved ones. Then if you're one of those people that's professional, if you're a coach, a healer, a therapist, a specialist, then you can use some of these and put them in your toolbox and help your clients. That's a lot of different people you influence just from this one episode. So I really want to make sure you get some action items and things that you can take that make a difference to you. Because making a difference to you affects the universe of people and things around you. Each of us is a universe unto ourselves. So, segment 4, let's look at aligning your energy with actions. A wisdom nugget would be that clarity is magnetic. Congruence is power. Clarity is magnetic. When you are crystal clear on who you are and what you do and what you won't do, it becomes very magnetic. Other people that radiate at the exact same frequency go, yeah, that sounds like me, or sounds like what I want to be. It's magnetic. Congruence. When everything is in perfect alignment, when everything is flush, that's power. So let's talk about energetic congruence. Let's talk about how your words, actions, even your presence. You know, we talked about the Japanese word semi, which is presence, and it's an ability to match your inner truth. It comes from decades of, let's say, doing sword training, and it comes from a confidence that cannot be shaken by anything or anyone because it is hard-earned and hard-won. So when someone goes, you're no good at this, you don't have to defend yourself or get upset, it comes from a confidence that can't be shaken by anyone else. That is how your actions, your words, and your presence can match your inner truth. Let's look at how misalignment can be affecting your success and your relationships. Let's delve into it, because if you're off for whatever reason, everybody, as we just talked about, in the entire universe that is connected to you, now they're a little bit off. And then all the people connected to them in their universes is also now a little bit off. And around and around and around it goes. That butterfly effect is not fun. So let's look at exercise. This would be the alignment audit. I want you to take a rating, 1 to 10, just for alignment. Whatever that feels like that means to you. That's the important part. So 1 to 10, let's look for alignment in career. Rate it 1 to 10. Relationships, 1 to 10. Health, 1 to 10. Creativity, 1 to 10. Spirituality, 1 to 10. Pick the lowest score. And what's one micro action that we can do this week to rise that even by 1 point? So let's say you rate your health and alignment at a 7. If we can next week get it up to an 8, come on now. That's a big deal. That's a good thing. That's a lot. No offense to anybody that believes in that 10x stuff. I find that not even hype. I find that gluttonous. I find that absurdly absurdly nonsensical, I want you to think mathematically that 10x is silly and it's greedy. Look at your bank account. If somebody doubled your bank account right now, woohoo, right? If somebody doubled the amount of time you get to spend with loved ones and friends, somebody doubled the amount of time you get to spend on earth, if somebody doubled the happiness you have every day, if somebody doubled your energy, are you kidding me? What if they tripled or quadrupled it? We're only at 3 or 4. What if we got to 5, 6, 7, 8? Well, why do we need 10? Do you understand what I mean? It's excessive. It's excessive to the point of a detriment. So yeah, I get the hype of it, and it's a cool round number, and that all sounds great. But even if we raise a little bit, it's a huge difference in your life. You all remember about that book with the 1% a day? 37x at the end of the year. That's monster. 37x. So I put in $500, 37x. That's a lot of good X. The rewards come back to you so much quicker. Now, in this context, let's look at some of the ending as we're coming close. I want to look at living in radical alignment as the new normal, not as something that just pops out at people. I want to look at it because even in the context of the work that I do every day and with the people that I'm in, you can instantly tell those around you that are in alignment or aren't. You work with so many people, you see so many people. Be aware, start looking. Start looking at who's in alignment. Usually they're smiling. That's a hint. They're happy, right? And they may have physical, mental, spiritual, emotional pain. They may have financial pain. They may have all kinds of pain. But they found a way to smile through it. So you play through the pain. That's impressive. Congratulations, welcome to being human. Nobody gets out of this life alive. But if you can smile through the pain, it's going to be pain. It's how this works, right? Life is pain and suffering. So finding moments of pleasure and happiness, that's what we're here for. People are constantly misinterpreting that and saying, I need to live in constant happiness. No, you don't. We're not built for that. That's weird. It's like having Christmas every day. Not good for you in so many ways. So looking at that, living in radical alignment, the new normal. When you live aligned, life gets louder with yeses. And you'll be pretty surprised at how that is. You're quietly aligning yourself, making yourself straight and proper and in perfect tune. Just by doing that, that's throwing a boomerang out into the universe. When it comes back with gifts. And we talked about this before. If you want to be good, you need to give. But if you want to be great, you need to learn to receive. Let that gift come back. That gift is life getting louder with yeses. Yes to this, yes to that. And you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't even ask a question. You're like, right. The answer is yes. Now what's the question? I want you to repeat after me. The answer is yes. Now what's the question? That gives you freedom to do anything. The answer is yes. Now what's the question? So, real talk, yeah, this path isn't always easy. People might resist the new you. Who is this calm, confident person that now says no when they mean it instead of people pleasing? They may resist the new you, but the ones meant for you will rise to meet your frequency. When your frequency goes up, those that are attracted like moths to a flame change. When the flame changes, the moths change. And those that don't radiate at that frequency of abundance, they drop, and that's okay. Those that either want to, can, or are already there, they rise up to meet your new frequency. I want you to encourage permission slips for authenticity. I know it sounds kooky, but most people don't give themselves permission. They don't allow. And in that beautiful space, like when we were children and we allowed ourselves to play, or we allowed imagination, that's where magic happens. That's where yesterday's episode when we talked about intuition and your inner GPS, That's how you tap into it. So I'd like to encourage permission slips for authenticity. You could write one that says, I give myself permission to be both powerful and soft. I give myself permission to say no to misaligned opportunities. I like that. And I think that if you're playing in that level, there's nothing more powerful than just standing and owning into your own special place. There is a lot to play with. If you're looking at some next steps before we go to final thoughts, you don't need to become someone else to be successful. You need to become more of who you truly are. You don't need to become someone else to be successful. You need to become more of who you truly are. So let's revisit the energy leak inventory. Let's try the alignment audit weekly. Let's share this episode with somebody who's craving permission to be themselves. Somebody who you know is inauthentic, but not because they're just that way. They're just not giving themselves permission. Share it with somebody who's craving permission to be themselves. And I want you to come and play and stay, because when you're living in alignment, abundance isn't earned. It's not a struggle. It's not work. It's inevitable. It's the inevitable outcome. I guarantee you walk down the street smiling, somebody will smile back. It's inevitable. Other people think you're crazy, 100%. But you will have some people smile back. So, let me invite you. We talked about inviting you into the frequency of abundance. We have a small private community. We have a public free community for everybody on LinkedIn. We talked about if you're a special person and you want to come on and get interviewed and talk a little bit about one of the themes of the month, themes of the season, I'd love that. I'd love to have you in. At the end of the season, we're going to be doing one-on-one interviews with incredible people. So if you'd like to be one of those, let me know. We'd like to have you pop in and say hi. If you'd like to be just quietly with a bowl of popcorn, binge watching episodes, we're on season 5, so goodness knows we have enough for you, like any Netflix show. And every single episode is quite different and changing. Reach out. By all means, all of that's available to you. If you want to be a guest, if you want to watch, if you want to join the community, if you wanted to come to a personal wellness retreat, if you wanted to come and hang and play with a dozen of my other friends, wonderful. And I'll give you another quick invite. If you'd like to come and work one-on-one with an Olympic elite energy coach, let me know. There's a way to play. In case that's intimidating to you, that's okay. If you think you're good and you want to get great, if you're at 9 out of 10 and you want to get to 9.1, 9.2, it's an invitation-only peak performance mastermind. It's a wonderful personal momentum retreat. So only about a handful of us will be there. It's virtual, and it'll take you through the mental, physical, and emotional drills that peak performers in Olympic levels of every major Olympic winning country use to change their energy to go up, down, and neutralize as they need. So if you're a peak performer, you know exactly what I need. And you know exactly what I mean. You need quick, short, small, little things. You don't need these giant theories and these long, long exercises that take 20 minutes. So, take a minute. I invite you to join us.
Meet Natan Verkovsky, Elite Energy Coach, helping top performers break limits, activate their energy, and achieve unstoppable momentum. Welcome to the Personal Momentum Retreat, an exclusive experience designed for executives, entrepreneurs, and visionaries who demand more from life. Every month, top performers gather to master powerful mental, physical, and emotional drills, strategies used by world-class leaders to unlock peak performance and resilience. At this retreat, you won't just learn, you'll experience transformation, shift your energy, break through barriers, and build unstoppable momentum. Get a sneak peek at our weekly preview event, happening every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Experience firsthand the mental, physical, and emotional drills that will change your game. Success is not about working harder. It's about activating your personal momentum. Reserve your spot today.
There you go. You have your personal invitation. So know that if you want to come to an event, done. Know that if you want to speak and be a featured speaker at an event, reach out to me, done. Know that if you want us to make your own events for you, so you can be all that in a bag of chips, done. Reach out to me. If you want to come and play on this show, if you want to come and stand on that stage, all you got to do is say, I need you to be bold and brave, reach forward. I've opened the door, I've extended my hand. The olive branch of peace is there. It's up to you. When you're ready to step forward, when you're ready to dive in, there's an incredible sandbox waiting for you. So many people around the world that I'd love to introduce you to that'll help you personally. So many ways that I want to come and rise up professionally so that you don't worry about silly things like paying the rent and keeping the doors open and the lights on, so you can actually do some good and help and heal and give back. Now, if that's resonating with you, you let me know, because I'd love to stay and I'd love to play. Let's take this episode to its beautiful, beautiful conclusion. Remember, we just talked about that if you live in alignment, abundance isn't earned, it's inevitable. I want you to think of authenticity isn't something you find, it's something you remember. Every time you choose your truth over performance, you reclaim your power. And when your energy and authenticity align, you stop chasing abundance because it started chasing you. Let me know when you feel that. It is the most incredible thing when all of a sudden you're getting emails and thoughts and calls and letters and people are just going, you know what? Don't know what it is, but I like you. I want to play with you. How do we make that happen? And you're like, really? Okay. Enjoy. Do not shun those. Those are the gifts of the universe, and they're not there for fun. They're not there for free. You've already paid for those. Don't feel that you owe. Those gifts didn't come to you first. You sent out good into the universe. Now those gifts are coming back to you multiplied. So that's why you need to receive them, to complete that beautiful thing that you already did. Everybody gets touched by that. That's where we're coming from. That's what we're talking about. That's living in radical alignment. Today we talked about the energetic cost of being out of alignment, how to spot when you're living by somebody else's rules. Today we talked about reclaiming your power by showing up authentically, and why your truth is your ultimate source of magnetism. When your energy and your authenticity align, abundance becomes effortless. And I'm hoping that you got some nuggets of wisdom for yourself and for others. This ends the week, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern. I invite you to come back on the weekend. Successful Saturday and Soaring Sunday are at 3 in the afternoon Eastern. Gives you a chance to get your morning and day done before the evening, before the fun, before. Let's do a midday, mid-weekend break. It's a reset. So this Successful Saturday, we're looking at quantum alignment practices for tomorrow. Harnessing universal laws. Learn practices that sync your personal frequency with the universe. On Soaring Sunday, that's when we're going to be playing with aligning money mindset with abundant energy. So we're going to heal financial frequency. We're going to clear your money blocks and align with true financial abundance. And as we discussed, it doesn't need to be 10x. It can be a beautifully smaller number, which is still insanely impactful. But hey, I'm not here to stop you. Let's get your 10x. Let's get your 2000x. Why not? 7 million x to the gigabytes x. Why not? Let's have fun. If we're making up numbers anyway, why not have all the numbers? Why not have all the fun? So I invite you to stay. I invite you to play. I invite you to come join us in any capacity that serves you. We serve those that serve others, and that's why I will be here tomorrow, my friends. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for popping in. Like, comment, and share. We'll get this out to somebody who needs to take permission to genuinely and authentically be themselves. Let them know we're here for them, and thank you. As always,